All right, time for this is another comic review, and again, it's another book from my good friend Chris. Chris, thank you once again for these books. And this one I finished in a day because I loved it a lot. And yeah, that is the first volume of Mark Waid's Superman Batman World's Finest comic, The Devil Nezha. So, this, for those who don't know, goddamn chair. I really need to just invest in a new one. Like clearly you see I'm made of money. Anyway, The Devil Nezha is like I said, the first volume and first story arc of the Superman Batman comics that Mark Waid had been writing. This was basically his work he did with Dan Mora, who's become. I read this book and I was like, I really dig Dan Mora's artwork. It's one of the best things in here. It's also very stylized. It's very beautiful. I don't know how he does this on a monthly basis because this is fucking eye-popping. I'll get to more of Dan Mora's artwork in a bit, but for now, let's talk about this comic. So this comic, for those who don't know, this Superman Batman comics are set in the past. We don't know how far in the past. We don't know how far they are set, how many years apart. I like to think it's at least 10 years ago. It's a solid 10, it may be, because for here, it's Dick Grayson as Robin. So yeah, it's kind of like how Marvel's been doing a lot of like books in the past, like stories in the past. But yeah, this also has a lot of ramifications for the future, but we'll get into that later. So the story is that Superman and Batman, along with Robin, Supergirl, and even the Doom Patrol, are roped into a new and dangerous game when this demon from China, known as the Devil Nezha, that's his full name, Devil Nezha, we'll just call him Nezha. Nezha is this being that has been freed from his prison and is now looking to conquer the world using super beings, both heroes and villains. Right out the gate, this comic, like, Mark Waid really knows how to play with Silver Age stuff and make it new. And also, I love, it really gets to play with the Doom Patrol. He gets to play with all these characters. And it's very clear that, above all else, Mark Waid has loved DC more than Marvel. I don't, that's not a dig. That's not a dig at him. I'm just saying, like, you clearly see he puts more effort into the DC stuff than he did his Marvel books. So, probably because he gets along better with DC editorial than he ever did with Marvel. There's a lot there. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of great Silver Age stuff. Like, there's just a random time storm that Supergirl and Robin go into. It's just there. It's just a time hole that they go into to time travel and talk to the people who defeated Nezha ages ago. There's a lot of, there's some fun campy team-ups, like Poison Ivy and Metallo team up. I thought that was really fun. Yeah. And again, Dan Mora's artwork is fantastic. Just look at this. Just look how good this stuff is. Nezha is a pretty generic villain. I know he plays a bigger role in, Lazarus Island, which was an event. As much as I did praise how much he clearly loves DC work, it's very clear that event was mandatory, and he was just being and Mark Waid was just being the good soldier that he is, and went for it. Now, the other big thing with this comic is that Superman and Batman aren't dicks. Bruce and Clark aren't dicks to each other. They aren't assholes to one another. That's how it should be. They're best friends. They trust each other. They know each other and have got each other's backs. They really kind of solidify this with a story with a quick, brief flashback of when Superman and Batman teamed up to save Robin from the Penguin and the Warlords of Quad. The Weaponeers of Quad, also known as. But yeah, let me say it again. Penguin teamed up with the Weaponeers of Quad, the people who made Sinestro's ring, and they became best bros. And that's really what I like about this, is that it doesn't feel like they're being combative with one another. They're not trying to, try to, play dick measuring contests through half the goddamn time. It's just them as friends and them trusting each other and going and fighting an opponent that is clearly has more power than both of them. Like I said, Nezha isn't really a bit an interesting villain. He's just kind of the new OP, let's do something different with Darkseid. And this comic just goes full throttle. For 5 issues, it gives you a lot. Like them taking on a mind-controlled Hal Jordan. They really like making Hal evil, like a villain again in these books. It's almost like they liked it when he was Parallax back in the 90s. Go figure. There's also a fusion, like Superman and Batman fuse together through the power of the Green Lantern ring and become like almost like a Superman Batman Vegito. It's hilarious and fun. That's what this comic is really fun. And this also takes a lot of love for, like, Doom Patrol, Shazam, all these characters. Like, this is, like, a fun... Like, this is, apparently, like, from what I can see is that this is Mark Waid's, like, little corner he gets to play in. So, it's like his own little sandbox he gets to, like, just run around and play in. And that's all... And that's fine. That's totally fine. This is just a fun book. And that's what I need sometimes in my comics. Especially DC Comics. I want fun and no one being assholes, and goddammit did Mark Waid, the Magic Man himself, deliver for this book. There's not a single amount of assholery in this comic, and goddammit do I love it. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's my review for. Do I recommend this book? Hell yeah. I fucking recommend this comic. I can't wait for Volume 2 to come out. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, once again, I'd like to thank my good friend Chris, Mount Vernon Kid. Chris, thank you once again for this comic. And other than that, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of World's Finest Volume 1? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.